La 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 la. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream of the streamer that's live. That's today. Oda Block emotes in the chat. You guys genuinely missed me bagging the big O last night off stream. I fought Oda 8 times and I beat him 11 times. That's how good I am. I'm sorry. You know, if you get picked by Oda Block, it's not a garbage team. My score with West Ham was 5-0 to me. My score with Dino was 12 -2 to me. Skill specs was 85 and 0 to me. And Reese was 6-3 to me. And then Perp was 33 and 0 to him. So there's the current scores, guys, for the captains. And it's an early day. I'm in the arena. I do need to end the stream early today, guys. I'm only live for like 3 hours. It's going to be a 3-hour stream today, so I think I'll have a session with Greg to start us off, and then I'll probably try and find somebody else to give a little wiggle to. But we'll see, mate. Dinner with Beardy. Look, we all know Ginger Beardy's not going to turn up to the dinner, bro. And Rig on Dow dropped out, so that's going to be... That's fine, I guess. It's not going to be the end of the world, actually. They're pretty good where we're going. Solid time. I'm just going to fight this guy. Right, it's tune. He bought his train ticket? Ginger Beardy! He only just bought it now. Embarrassing, bro. He should have bought it a while ago, but that's okay, because that means Ginger Beardy's coming. I need a song. Oh. Yes, please. Alright, I've only just got on chat. First fight is probably going to be Sludge. But that's okay. Because Sludge is fine. Oh, yeah. It's going to be legendary. The music's already pumping. It's gonna be over. I lost the tick that. Bad play. Song could be incredibly loud. Don't crumble. I've been hit twice through prayer, and I'm sad about it. There we go. Got a bit of revenge. I was bolted down or brewed down for that one as well. Neither of us used spec yet. Oh, that's huge for me. Missed a tick. That would have been bad for me. Actually, we'll be honest, I did not expect him to... Oh, that was a bolt on the Prayer Mage on the ropes. Beautiful for me. I still haven't used a single spec. Bolt through the prayer. Pray mage. Misclicks. Washed. Why am I getting a phone call? I'm busy! No, not from Zwall again! That's Labriche! I'm busy! I don't give a shit. I'm not picking it up, bro. You made me lose the fight now. I'm in the wrong gear. Stupid phone call. Alright, don't throw it away. I pit. I can go for that. It's the camera angles, bro. Just run off the screen and my camera angle just changes in this horrific way. We got him, bro. Mate, my hands are sweating. Hey, camera angles. Ooh. Yeah, my hands are actually sweating and I've only just started. Hold on. Five. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna be honest. I'll do this fight and then I need to go blast the aircon next door because I'm like 20 million degrees right now. My hands are sweating, bro. I don't even know what the damage means. No! I've already drank my potions wrong, bro. The fight is ogre. I'm not fast enough. Oh, I drank a brew by mistake. Reset. A potion management once again is pretty bad. Now my hands are so sweaty. Very nice. The double fake there was beautiful. Woo! Got some really good barrages there. As in, like, you know, clicking across the map and shit. Right, let me go turn this thing. Okay. Let's go, lad. Am I Reese's team? I am a Reese Rhinoceros. A Reese Rhinoceros, bro. Better pop and stream. Hey, is Greg live right now? If Greg's live right now, you can watch his POV, bro. You'll see how good he is. Great practice for the old boat, bro. Oh, I really didn't expect him to miss that pre-melee. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I missed the pre-melee by a tick. And now my inventory is so spangled. Oh my god, my inventory. Nope, I can't click. Oh my god, the clicks! Oh, if I just didn't misclick everything. I should have barraged him underneath that. That was bad. Yeah, see that the fight before that, my clicks were absolutely on point. Every single click was beautiful. And then I do that one, I'm just misclicking everything. Again, the good thing about the misclicks is if that's mainly where I just kind of am falling over. On the main stage, it's going to be no way near as bad. Ooh. Sounds good for the PvP and all that. Probably should have saved that till after I repotted. Oh, I should have range perp that. My pit there, I kind of needed that freeze. No, why am I not going underneath? Oh, why did my range prayer turn on, bro? I swear I clicked that right on that redemption, mate. Oh, that was a hard one. Sat there, clicked it. I feel like it should have turned on for the bolt, and then I would have got redemption. But it didn't turn on. That's a good rumble. The thing with the fights, the best thing about like the PvP arena outside of LMS is like when you genuinely have like 10 HP. In LMS, you just kind of have to fall over and die, but the PvP arena, you know, you can just bop, you know. Oh. No, it's all backwards. Ah, my melee pro enough. What? You just bullied me in 11? Is that even possible? It's like the lowest hit in the world. Oh, he bolted me in the robe step. And I just misclicked everything, so I did no damage. I honestly was so confident he was going to go for a barrage there, rather than an AGS. I was so confident. Oh. Just misclicks. No redemptions this time. Oh my god. I feel like it's like my ideas are good, it's just I can't get the clicks all the time, you know. Check Discord. Go on, Greg, send me a message, man. Every time I take my boots off, I realize you pro-mage. I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't even notice him take his boots off a single time. Yeah. Oh, that's a message. Yeah. Yeah, apparently he was. He's just said that he's taken his boots off to make me pray mage, and apparently every time he did, it worked. But I didn't even notice a single time in the fights that he actually ever took his boots off. Oh, I clicked in the wrong place. And again, go underneath him, you moron. Ah, that's not best. Oh my god. Oh, I was meant to be underneath him! Bad potion management again, though. I have 99, so why am I praying melee up? Oh, I can't click. A max barrage, bro. Odablock really getting last picks really getting to them. What do you mean Odablock getting last pick, bro? What in the hell is this? Jesus Christ. Kinda wish I never clicked that. Yeah, Oda's a chance. Bro, last pick is good for Oda. In my honest opinion, it got like if you break down, like the best way to look at last pick is break down how many people you think are worthy of being a first pick. You know? And then you'll realize there's probably about 7 people. And if you're the last pick, you get both or 2. Everyone else gets 1. Oh. I misclicked. Oh, I'm slow. Oh. I don't actually know if I'd premium for that. Oh, that's two brutal bolts. Fired spec. I forgot to put range prayer back on. Oh man, he missed a couple range prayers there and he did 80 damage in 2 hits. I hope to God that don't happen in the finale, bro, you know. It's fine if I get the prayers wrong and he gets the hits, but I'm in the game of rock, paper, scissors there. Like, it's just a guessing game. And I guessed wrong twice, I got punished. If that happens in the final day, bro, it's gonna be sad. I'm fighting Gregory right now. How's it feel to be a nugget? Hey man, if Dino's picking me, bro, I will be a Dino nugget. Oh, I jarked. I don't know why it was redemption camping a minute ago, because he has the PID right now, so he has extra time to react. Maybe he just didn't know. Oh, I was happy that there was a moment there where I caught. It was basically he was defending, but I stepped out and made sure I delayed a tick on my tick perfect thing, anticipating him to hopefully go for magic, and then he did, and I bolted a 30 on him right near the end of the fight. Now I try and do that a lot, but I feel like 90% of the time I just seem to do it wrong. Am I fine? Gregory. God, the misclicks there. That was very weird, how they were like one tick apart now. Probably shouldn't have drank my brew hip. If my spirit shield didn't get misclicked, I might have been a bit better here. Ah. 4 more sleeps. 4 more sleeps, chap. What, Clan got third age? Oh, third age one. Third age one. Congrats. Gotta drop a grass. I don't even know how to. I think that works. Oh, I know. 30 barrage, bro. I knew exactly what I wanted to do now. I just got the hotkeys in the wrong order. No. Oh, that was a mistake. Bro, my clicks at the end there were so bad, mate. On that last freeze he got on me, I'm pretty sure I just missed like 3 clicks. And that's where they need to be on point. Because that's like the most intense part of the fight. Okay, yeah. Considered playing fixed when I PK? No, I just have to learn resizable. Fixed is better, but I can't be playing 2 different types of RuneScape, really. Oh, I knew it was coming as well. I just... too slow. I know it's happening, I just can't get the clicks. That's beautiful. I can't get the Primelies in time. My cursor's like always moving towards it. It's just never fast enough. You'll notice that every time I Primelee on a spec, it's always the tick late. Pray earlier, man. I'm too slow to do it. We're fighting Greg at the moment. Oh, man. Go on, Brodsky. Oh, no. Oh, I purposely did a tick delay. Do you want to do the Yap session with fail framed in 1 hour and a minute? Yes, I can. I have to leave, like, a little later, but I can do that. Oh. Again, you see that? The prey melee, I know it's coming. I'm just too slow on it. It's White Knight to West Ham, bro. The hell? This has gone all over. Look at that camera angle, bro. I'm not even bothered flicking this. Yeah. Mr. Tour messed up. I'll see you tonight, mate. Oh. So they could use your fame and status to... I don't know. You realize Ness rinse, Greg? Hey, man. That's alright, bro. Because I know the truth, mate, and I won't say anything, bro. Oh, that was not meant to happen. I was supposed to be underneath him. I should have had prey range on that. That's a mistake. Go underneath! I just have to go for it. Ah! I had to go for the HS snap. I might not have survived the next hit, so we had to go on the prayer. Whew, do you ever practice tank testing or escaping ahead of Demon? Escaping, I might have to look into some things without the safe zones, but tank testing, no. Tank testing is actually fairly easy to do. Because you're basically in a tribrid fight, except you don't need to think about the offensive. So, like, a tank test is like 30% the brain a tribrid fight takes, I think. That pit barrage we have. I'm angry. Oh, and I drank the wrong potions again. Lord of the Rings. Probably should have said that, Brutus. Oh, as soon as he set the GF on that freeze, I already knew he was just not going to die on like 20 hits. I was mentally prepared for it. I was mentally prepared. If he didn't type the GF there, bro, I reckon he dies first hit. But as soon as he says that, mate, he is getting God mode. Was a good rumble. Ooh, okay. A 10% volume up. Oh. Good luck today, sir. Thank you, mate. I'm only on for like another hour or so. And then I'm jumping in a call with Pitfo and Framed for a tiny bit. And then I'm off out to go see the creators. Clicks are off. Jeff, that was one of the worst fights I think I had there. I had a very bad start, and then at no point could I bring it back. I was getting bopped the whole time. Kind of changed his style though, which is really annoying. Well, it's not annoying actually, it's good practice, but sometimes he fights and just barrages 10 times in a row, and then sometimes he bolts 10 times in a row, sometimes he just whips 10 times in a row. Whew. I threw it in. Ooh. I just feel like I just wiggle a click and then things fall apart straight away, you know. One little click wiggle. Yeah. We are fighting Mr. Greg right now. It was, in my opinion, the best PK in the roster. And I feel like I'm doing decent. Oh my good lord. The worst 20 seconds of my life. Oh man, that 20 seconds, bro, might have been, Jesus Christ, the worst clicks. I feel like I just ended up pulling out the wrong item at the wrong time every time for like 5 hits in a row or something. Horrible. Tune into Dino, he's told about the draft. I'm busy. All right, we go again. Oh. That was a very hard fight. That was a very hard one. There's certain times when you just need to kind of catch a freeze, and if you don't get that freeze, you just kind of just get rolled over for a bit. Unfortunately, it's one of those. I feel I was a bit better on like kind of going for the right idea though in that fight. I think every single of my off-pit defending for half freezes just splashed. But I think a lot of them were actually on his prey range there because I went for it last time. Alright, well, who we fighting? We're fighting Mr. Gregory. That was my 67, bro. That's all I needed. He even typed it there. Go underneath him, you moron! Jesus Christ, mate! 7 million misclicks in a row! Oh, Jesus, mate! I'm gonna have to retire after that. Oh, I did have bad potion management. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I call that the 0-0. It's when I get 0 hits off. Oh, I bottled him robes there. That's really nice. Don't misclick. Why is my HS out? Oh, man, it's gone. Bopped him, man. Great to be first biggest PVM? In my opinion, yes. In the roster of All-Stars, basically, like, everyone in the NAN can do PVM in the later picks. Like, you are guaranteed PVMers. That's why if I had the first pick in the All-Stars, my arms are hit. Oh, mate, -3 on the draft. Arms hit. Greg. Come on, bro. TY for the fights, fella. Alright, good rumble. I did good at the start, I think. And then I think I got bopped quite a while. And then it was fine, mate. What do we say today? Paul, I can do 40 minutes worth if you want. Unless there's someone that was waiting, I don't really know. Yeah, Paul to play? No, he's not. I think this Chihiro guy. Let's see if he's any good, actually. If I clobber him as the port, then we can fight. If he stomps me, though. What is this? You know what, bro? Let's go. Just click confirm. Just click confirm. Take your time. No, why? I'm leaving. Took too long. I swear I saw the port running, but right, we've had this Coco guy, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, Port's been training Be the Victim or some shit behind the scenes. Like, Be the Victim or like Lake or something, bro, I'm telling you. And they're all gonna be cracked. Right, Coco, get ready to be squashed! Oh, man. I don't know if he's 1 HP or 2 HP there, but that'd have been the 73 KO. And I just drank the wrong potion, so I'm a moron. Shh. The blood barricade. The Coco has been cocoed. Pretty sure Bodhi is confirmed Nugget. I am if the big dinosaur wants to pick me. If he does not, then I will be a Reese Rhinoceros. Staff of the Dead. Come on, bro. Let's be real. No one's getting a Staff of the Dead in this All-Stars. Yeah. Alright, we'll find Paul. He's good. Oh, the clicks are up. Why? What the hell was that shit? Oh my god. I don't even want to talk about what the hell is going on here. My whole fight was great. And then that just occurred. Oh, it's annoying that as soon as I change one thing, bro, that's when they decide to do the movement. Oh my god! How many misclicks can one person do? Oh my Christ, bro. That part of the fight then when they just ran around and I misclicked the barrage 6 times in a row. Who have ever misclicked that many times? Good God. Alright. That would have been a 67 if you hit it. Discord, 1 second. Right, what's it? Right. What an orangey finish, someone says. Yeah, enjoy the perm there, bro. Have a good one, mate. You can always see the negative people, mate. We always remove them when we can. Right, let's go again. Oh, man. Oh. Ah, it's about. Instaperm, of course. Every death, normally, we read the chat. There's always a guy that pipes. Not understanding that I always fight people far better than me in the arena. So I'm not supposed to win the fights. Oh, I got KO'd. Oh my god, bro. I feel like I'm surviving a while, but this is some wild difference right now, bro. I just wasted Brutus. Oh no, that's bad. I'm hungry. Oh, he just cancelled my attack. Please die. I already know he's coming back from this. Just die, please. For Gandalf. For Gandalf. Oh, I just know he's coming back. You know what? I'm healing. I don't care. I know he's coming back from this. I knew he was going for the step under that. He's going to pre-melee here. I don't know why I went for the whip. Bolt and hope he doesn't get it right. Die! Yes! Gandalf! What is this? Piece of cheese. Right. Oh, I don't have time for... I've got time for one more. One more, Mr. Fork. That fight might have been my best one. Well, I mean, that was my best fight. The other one, too, was kind of curb stomping me, but then I kind of held my own. Alright, last fight. Is it my pit? Half six-ish? He always delays a tick there. Is it my pit? Oh, it is my pit. Traded it nicely. Please? Ah, he got Prairie Million. Did he? No. It was my pit, so I could go for the freeze there. 42 whip kind of bought me a bit, though. Rumble up. No, the movement, bro. Wait, this feels like it's my pid for some reason. Wait, it is my pid. Shit, I've been fighting wrong. Very handsome, very handsome. I hate him. Does he have a spec? Yeah. Good fight, Mr. Pop. Good lord, mate. That's why I said, chat, thank Christ, Pop, because I dropped out, mate, you know, because I have to fight that on the main stage, bro. And I ain't got time for that shit, mate. I did very well in one of the fights, and the rest I just kind of curb stomped. He just logs out, bro, you know. Yeah, one of the fights I did really well, and the rest I just got squashed. Right, I need some water because I'm dehydrating to death right now. Then I have a call in a moment, I believe, with Pip, Foe, and Framed. And I can do that call for about 45 minutes, and then I need to actually go. So it says, Port now, Captain. No, so Port pulled out because he doesn't want to do the whole stage thing right now. But that's why, like, I was saying on my stream that Port, like, does NH staking and practice. That's why right now he probably demolishes borderline half the roster, if not the entire roster, to some extent, you know. But I would have to fight that shit because there's no chance me and Port are on the same team this time round. So when he dropped out and put RuneScape in, you know, better odds for me. So, yeah, right, back in 1 second. Oh, man. Bro, fighting Port is so fun. Like you have to lock in so hard to fight him and not just get squashed. Yeah, I want to know why one of the... Oh, shit, Apache, mate, Apache, I'm sorry, mate. I'm jumping in some calls, so I'm logging off. 1 second. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? Right, I have to leave in about 45 minutes, I think, so I can join for half the call. No, sounds good. Who's joined us? Is it just us four? Or... Yeah, it depends how long you're yapping for, because again, if I'm jumping out in 40 minutes, it'll just be the three of you, so maybe you want to grab a few extra people in or something. Right, I might leave. Sorry, go on, you jump in. Yeah, because I thought personally the update was good but bad, but the main thing I was thinking about is I was a bit like glass cannon in on, like, if you get caught in the catacombs of Koren, you could tank to Koren Castle and escape. But realistically, I don't think I've even been in the catacombs in a Dead Man All Stars. And realistically, you'll also just die if you get hit by a team there, so you're not gonna live. As for the rest, it does just, oh thank God, yeah, it's so bad. But it does kind of open up the, I think, like, if you get caught in the Slayer Tower, which is common, you get caught in a bank somewhere that's a dangerous bank, like Canifis Bank, for example, the escape is going to be the exact same, but now basically just anywhere in the game. Except the only thing is you obviously can't tank to a safe zone. You have to get the freeze escape. It makes me a bit worried about teleblock, maybe, you know, because that could make things pretty brutal. But again, everyone on the playing field is fairly good. Yeah, the problem with the log is there's only one world. Obviously, you get your team to come up and scout and all that stuff. We had Yeah, I mean, initially, I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure if you go down into the giant mole there's only one way in, and you land on a 1x1 tile. So there's going to probably be a war zone. There's only one escape. The whole thing's multi. You need a light source. The mole's not aggressive, though, but if you hit it, it might come bash you. But then there's also one escape that's also a 1x1 square that's in the south of Falador. Falador telling itself is multi. Ring of Wealth, if you have a Ring of Wealth at the first breach, which might not happen to take your Valley part, that's basically multi. So, yeah, it's pretty all over the place. It's interesting. You can. Yeah, the only way you can't is if, you know, when you like go through something, it goes like the screen kind of like fades to grey or fades to black, then unfades. Those teleports you'll get caught, but anything where you just appear, you always get the telly off if you spam click it, even if everyone has appeared and all that stuff. Frame, are you there? Do you want to jump in or? Come on, join the conversation, mate, you know? My stream's saying you're being a bit antisocial, mate. Come on. Hey, bro, you're a captain now. Come on. You gotta strike some confidence, mate. Yeah, one thing interesting as well, if we just talk about breach one quickly, because it's in a giant mall there, what kind of breach are we getting? Is it going to be a clump breach or is it going to be spread? Because you could take your team to one of the many, like, let's say, quadrants in the area. And no team's going to run into a dead-end quadrant to hit another team, in my opinion, where you could farm monsters a bit peacefully, just not max efficiency. Again, I think the main thing is there's going to be a team definitely locking down the rope. As far as I'm aware, people will go down, and then you just have to go down after them or something. Whoa, don't. Ah, you shouldn't have leaked that, mate. You know, I needed the skill specs, Cliff. It's gonna be skill specs, man. Oh, should we place your bet? Obviously, don't tell your team. Well, you can tell your team because we might all be on different teams. But what are the odds that someone starts bolting the mole, thinking the mole is a breach monster? It's like, get the mole, get the mole. Yeah, I think breach one, like I always say, because I want to say from memory in All Stars 2, the first breach was like 3 hours in or maybe 4 hours into the game, whereas this one's about 7 hours in or something. A lot more time to prep for it. Ancients is a possibility this time. MM2 you can chin, obviously, immediately. You can have really high stats there. The Bopper strat still exists. I mean, you could be anything for this one. I just think, again, the whole melee aspect. I mean, my question as well is, if breaches are 30 minutes long, and the drops are boosted, if you as a team were at the breach and you had 5 VLSs and 5 Zorial staffs, hypothetically, would you go to breaches anymore? Or would you decide to skip them because you just stacked on your final gear? Hypothetically. Oh, yeah, the blood money, of course, yeah. Yes, I do remember it. Wait, is this based on... I'm going to say... Oh, I'm going to say it's way more than that. I'm going to say it's like... I'm going to say 140 and 330. Well, it's also very hard to say, though, because with the blood money that's been added, breaches are probably one of the best ways to get multi-kills. You can potentially wipe a team and get loads. Obviously, at the risk of third-partying as well. I'd say the question is wiping teams, which obviously is... You could say it's more skill-based rather than killing breach monsters that's RNG. What's technically the best way to get, like, a VLS, you know, because you can only buy one VLS, one Zorial Staff at the end with blood money. You can upgrade your brews with it. But do you reckon that might entice more PvP, more trying to wipe a team than farming? I feel like the natural inclination is everybody wants to just farm in peace, you know, just to see those drops. Oh man, yeah, the breaches they're terrifying. Um, was the strategy like, obviously not to bring back the season 1 strat, but like a rough one? It was just skip the breaches to try and maintain the Phoenix necklace based on the items are too rare to get, which was kind of correct because there was barely any items in season 1. Oh yeah, but Presco's are easy to get now, so. Not necessarily. Yeah, I won't really try. Wait, the brawler, you were a brawler, bro. You know how bad our RNG was. It was terrible. Possibly, yeah, because I was gonna say with all the quests that are unlocked, I've actually forgotten what's going. Oh yeah, so the time, like apart from MM2, the actual time save from the Desert Treasure prereqs completed and beneath Cursed Sands, or whatever, it's only about, and plus the regicide and all that, it's only like a 5-hour time save. So overall, it's not crazy. It's just a bit of convenience, but it does allow you to have like Desert Treasure pre-breach 1 is a very valid strategy. Simply put, 7 hours to get the only one quest done, all the items, all the requirements. You don't need to do the quest. That's very, very valuable. Plus, then obviously, if you have MM2 and somehow get money for bursting, you could probably have barrage. There's a strat. Yeah, 15x experience as well. Yeah, choose Rixie, bro. He's gonna have one in like 5 minutes of release, man. It's gonna happen. Yeah, and they got the D-Simmies, didn't they? They hit the was it the Warriors at the Chaos Druids? Something like that, yeah. There's so many strategies at the start, but it's like, I mean, I've only been thinking about what I think every team is thinking about, which is, can you do DT1? How do you do it? How are you gonna do the first breach? And then that's about it. You can woodcut for them. Yeah, because that's why I was looking like down some stuff earlier. Because I remember when we did the brawlers, we tried to do it. We were killing like Calvarian with boppers, weren't we? But then we were trying to get Limpwit roots as well. Then we did a Barrows run and just got loads. Because we didn't realize that. So like that bit's easy, you know. So like Desert Treasure, I think I'm happy to say this. I think every team is going to consider completing Desert Treasure. If you turn up to the first breach and you don't have ancients, you know, like are you just going to get binned by a team that does? What if you play defensively? What if you go tank range, you know, chin chompers or something and then just bolt rag to death? There is quite a few options. No, yeah, that's true. It's just also what would you say? Oh, I keep forgetting what I was going to ask. Oh yes, the power of the first breach. You know, I feel like this time around the first breach might be quite good, but normally I feel the first breach people are under leveled and you just barely get anything. But it's always I always just say that question is like, what if you actually got something? You know, corrupted Tebow immediately, something you could snowball with, kind of situation. Go on, frame. Do you take this up? Oh, you'll lose bank keys still, depending on what you've got. But it is like there are certain people in the finale you kind of want to hope they have a bad week, you know, like if Odeblock and West Ham turn up with inferior gear, that's just great for every other team, unless you're on those teams, obviously. That's one thing that worries me because at the end of the day, it's an even playing field for everybody. But there is just that thing where one team could get ahead, get control, and if you're bowling into the finale and the team has 5 Zorials, 5 VLSs, and you've got 0, you're fighting a very hard to win battle there, basically. Oh, I think they all will be. I think, yeah, because the video doesn't fully explain it because it only showed an example of, I think, the Chaos Elemental, which was Deep Wilderness. You can't teleport with it anyway. But it did show them running south rather than, like, taking out on any of the, like, teleporters. But again, like, if you go in the video, they had, like, Dagonoth Kings shown, assuming that it's killed Dagonoth Rex, and you get a Corrupted Voidwaker as an example. If you kill Rex, can you just grab it, leave, and then teleport? Because as soon as you do that, you're off the radar. So it is kind of the missions, first come, first served. If your team can get there the quickest, I mean, realistically, the missions, the monsters are going to die so quick. If it is just kill a Dagonoth King, let's just say you've got agility, you can just zoom there, kill it, and get out, and that's it. Free mission complete. Um, yes. It'll say it's gonna say in the game because we'll know when the missions spawn. It's like 1 o'clock at midnight. It's gonna say mission is kill the Chaos Elemental, uses that example, and return the emblem to whoever. Reward, and it will tell us the reward. So when the mission spawns, let's say every team's geared for it. It's about who can get there the quickest and then get out with whatever the item is. But it will also tell you the reward. So if you think the reward's trash, like say it's Corrupted Voidwaker, and you've already got 3 VLSs or 5 VLSs, you don't need that. You can just sack off the mission, complete them, and then you could go for Blood Money instead. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's no, I like that because again, it's kind yeah, it's a gamble because if you had again, let's use Chaos Elemental for example, that is actually quite slow to get to. Like if you're stood at the Grand Exchange or a safe zone in Varrock and it's kill a Chaos Elemental, there isn't really a fast way to get there because no one's gonna have a wieldy sword. No one's gonna, if you go to Ferox and take a portal, it could take a few tellies. If a team is waiting, and I mean, you could even hit it down to 1 HP. What happens if the Chaos Ellie has 1 HP? It says kill the Chaos Ellie, you shoot 1 arrow, it dies, you get your totem, you're gone. Things like that. But then obviously if a team's there, and then it says kill a Calphite Queen instead, you're just in the middle of nowhere, you know you're behind. Do you just sack that breach off now? You know you're behind. Sort of thing. But then if the reward's crazy good, is it worth the gamble? I think everything will be in multi and there'll be no instances. I think I'd be very surprised. However, there is a pre-completion of Beneath Cursed Sands, and I do think there's going to be a Tombs of a Mascot one. I think he's throwing a raid in 100% for that. So if you look at the quests, yeah, like completing a raid will probably be one of the tier ones. But again, like if you're sat in the raid and you're about to kill the boss or you're about to start P4 and it says, oh no, because you have to restart it. I think that's actually in the rules. But then I don't think because if you look at the other quests as well, like MM2 might be kill a demonic gorilla. That has a multi zone outside and stuff. So small things like that, I think. I feel like if you when the missions happen, what would happen is a team I think would just rush there immediately and get someone inside, then maybe just try and defend it when they come out. If you have someone in the Inferno, nobody else knows they're there. As soon as they're about to finish, they can always log out, obviously, before Zuck, and then you go and clear it, they get out, and then they have to tome. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know about Inferno though. I do think it's going to be. I think we might get a Tombs of a Mascot or a raid towards the end. Like all those tier ones might literally be a Theatre of Blood, a Chambers of Xeric, and a Tombs of a Mascot. Like that might just be the tier ones. But then you just have to. You kind of just choose how to go about it because I always use the same example. I was killing Zami in the brawlers last time. My whole chat's just spamming Oda's teams coming God Wars, and I was there like, bro, I've got a full inventor food. I have to take the death as if I didn't have that information. Luckily, they went to Armadillo and not Zami, so I didn't see them. But it's like if you see that, you have two ways you can play. One is you change everything you're doing to have an excuse to get out and not die, or two, you just ignore it, treat it as information you shouldn't have, and then just take the death. That's why, like, I do think it is just like it's your choice if you stream. Like generally, it's your choice if you want to play Zero Delay and you want to have a chat. It's your choice then to how you would play with information from the chat. Oh no, Sync streams. Yeah, because I know Torvesta is streaming. Solo Mish will be streaming the UAV. Pure Spam will be on the solo draft. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, yeah, the entire roster is going to be 30 live streamers all at the same time. It's going to be so saturated. I'm gonna have to get the VBot up. Oh, I'm flying the day after it closes. Corp would be an interesting one because it re-heals if no one's in the room. Nah. It's I think if it is going to be raids, it's just going to be probably a regular Chambers, a regular top, and then a 300 or a 150 invocation TOA. That'd be my prediction for those ones. I don't think it would be anything that's like 500 plus. They could, if they wanted to put super missions in there for PVM stock to go up, they could make some weird ass shit, but I don't think it'll happen at this point. Uh Rampage is PvP, aggression is PVM and defending yourself, basically. But Rampage is better than aggression when it comes down to PvP. If you're in a PvP environment, Rampage, I think it's 14% damage over aggression's 10, but you also get 14% accuracy as well, whereas aggression's a flat 10. But if you're using Rampage in PVM, it's not really going to do anything because you're going to keep resetting it. So you want aggression if you're doing anything that's PVM related. So then if someone attacks you, you'll have to just turn around and fight them with aggression. If, however, you can read it, if they have Rampage, you can obviously get most prizes right because they're forced to keep changing style. 1 second, I got raided. Dino, I'm busy, you moron. Who raided me? Who raided me? Booty Nuggets raid Dino, bro. I'm not gonna lie, mate. I'm ending my stream in like 10 minutes, bro. You know, I've got these feet pics I need to... I mean, I'll tell you later what it is, Mr. Dinosaur, but... Yeah, Booty Nuggets. Yeah, apparently the big dinosaur might be picking me first. I will be organizing some strategies with him shortly. I'm going to say thank you, Mr. Dino, for the raid. And I hope the stream went well. But I'm just going to jump back in this call because I'm only 10 minutes until I have to leave. And yeah, thank you. I'm just going to run an ad as well. So thanks, bro. About Dragon Longsword. I'll be dragging scimitars and all that. I like the sigils. I like how we start with them as well because it also allows us to like be faster through the game. It opens up 5-tick weapons to be great in every situation at the beginning. But there's because there's no RNG sigils, there's no PVM sigils. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because without any economy and stuff, things like I don't know, but you've got no restoration. Because basically, like, when you play Deadman Armageddon or the one that just went, you've got all the PVM sigils, and it's just so nice to kill things. But I guess if you have like restoration and titanium and everything, you probably never bank, and then you never run into PKs and stuff. So I can see why. What would you guys think on a Deadman All Stars if everybody started with Desert Treasure completed? I mean, I died there. Well, to answer the question, though, I think the sigils at the start, everyone having access to everything for the whole week. Because I was saying, like, in the Brawlers, I want to say, I don't know about many others, but I know you and I know Port basically played the whole week without any sigils. And I just think that's so sad, you know, it's so miserable. But now this time, you're guaranteed if you get a Fang, let's say, you've got a 4-tick Fang instantly because you just whack on Swashbuckler. Yeah. Well, it's gone this time, so... I'm a bit neutral on it. The removal of Rampart and Fortification and any defensive sigil I think is great, but aggressive sigils I think you could see a world where they come back. But have I been doing them all? No, not yet. I've just been practicing other things. Yeah, it's just an idea though. Because we'll see how it is. Like, if the stage fights this time in front of the audience is kind of boring, it's like, what happens if you add some sigils back in? Does it make it way like more enjoyable? We'll find out because everybody will be like, which finale was the best? Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. And if everyone's saying Season 3 is the best, then Roughly 5, yeah. $95%, yeah. I think it's hard to say if anyone can say they're not going to shake. Because for me, like, if I use myself for example, I think there has to be a level of nerves, but I have done a lot of stage work in the past. I've played small bits on stage. I've been in front of big audiences, never this size. So I feel like for someone like me, that some people are going to experience that for the first time, and it's going to go from 0 to 100 straight away, and it's going to make people look very nervous. But at the end of the day, like, when you were actually playing on the PCs or however this is going to be set up, I feel like you are going to be kind of like secluded away from the actual audience. So I think a lot of people are going to be nervous. I think a lot are going to be very nervous. There's definitely going to be some good cursor shaking memes after this. It's hard to say. I'd like to think for myself, I will be pretty okay, but I think I'm going to have some level of nerves, and there's no way I'm going to play at my best. No way. Yeah, the first. I'm not gonna need so much of that, mate. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. 100%. Someone's VLS and VS65 or something, it's gonna happen. No, the thing is, like, when you jump in the fight, like, if you're nervous, you won't be nervous if you catch your freeze, you get a good bolt and a good start. But if you get, like, if you're fighting someone and they get an insta freeze, you splash, then they bolt like a 40, then fang like a 28 through prayer, and you're just, that's when you'll just be like, oh shit, you know, now you shake. Even though you didn't do anything wrong. They just, if someone gets a good start against any of you, it's just automatically you're more nervous than before. Where vice versa, again, if you get a great start on someone, you'll be absolutely buzzing, and you might just, all your nerves might just evaporate straight away. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for the final because I will say as well, this is one thing is I'm hoping like because obviously Port did drop out, which I'm very happy that he did because he's very. I just had a session with him a while ago and I know he outclasses me levels. But now because he's going to be someone that I'd have to face, you know, like he's in the roster instead. There's no because I'm not a captain. There's no chance he's on my team this time. I'm like, oh, now he's dropped out. I'm like, thank God, I have to deal with that on the stage. Because imagine you fighting him on the stage, he's just schooling all this movement on you. Just like, what is going on, bro? It'd be horrible. I think some people will, but I also believe that everything you've learned is going to go completely out the window the moment the fight starts. Because I remember in the last one, I had to fight Oda Block, and I'd done so much practice, and just it was so scary that I couldn't do anything that I'd learned because it was just everything was just bad and all. But yeah, it does happen. But I also would say, I think Deadman All Stars will have a live stage for the finale indefinitely from this point. So everybody that is invited, I can't unless we have another pandemic. I see no reason. If this goes well, I think it's already gone well with the ticket sales, as long as it's not some weird drama. But as far as I'm aware, if they turn a profit, turn it into a legit thing, it's basically a RuneFest-ish, kind of like a RuneFest. It's hard to like compare the two, but in America, they're the two like main events. I could see it happening forever. Right. I need to leave, so can I? I'm gonna bring one question up. I don't know if it's in this thing, but I was gonna ask, what do you all think about ARIMS being removed from Barrows completely? Yeah, but I mean, like, is this just assuming that everyone's basically going to be running Bloomin'? Do you think in any way it's worth getting Ancestral? It's worth getting Virtus? Someone mentioned Bloodbark, which I think is trolling. I think Bloodbark, you're just going to splash, so. You could get 5 sets of Virtus. Oh. No. It's just more like if because like if you roll up to the final and you've got Blue Moon on your team and then every other team just has Ancestral and Virtus, like are you instantly just gonna be nervous? You know, it doesn't matter what else you might have in the inventory. Because imagine you got a fight. If you've got like Oda Block or West Ham or Reece Dino, you know, the captains, framed yourself. If any of you, like, if all the captains, let's say, get decked out and you roll up and they've got Virtus, Serp, Helms, full alien gear, and you're in Blue Moon, you're just there like, uh-oh. Yes. There's no Fortit Mage in the finale because of those sigils. It basically it would be because you have the Fortic Crystal instead. The Bofa turns into your whip Fortic weapon, and then you've got Nox Alley to make sure no one can diagonal. The, yeah, that's actually a really good question. Obviously, the way All Stars could be is everyone gets equal gear to the best of their ability. What happens if your team roll up with completely different setups? Like someone's got Crystal and Nox Halley, another person's got Fang and ACB, another person's got full Virtus and Confliction Gauntlets and all that shit. So your team doesn't fight the same thing over and over again. It's just completely different. It's really hard to say. Because that's why, like, with the removal of Arims dropping to Blue Moon plus Confliction Gauntlet Camp, I think for a level of PKing, catching freezes is so important. If you catch every freeze on someone and control the DD, you just win the fight, you know, realistically. So it's hard to say how important I really think they are. Because I think if you're camping Conflictions without a glove switch, if you went that route, because if you the more switches people add, the more they're going to spangle on the stage and just end up losing hits and getting destroyed, probably. So, if you were to use Conflictions as a switch, because someone like West Ham can do a billion switches, top invent and all that stuff, so things like that. Plus, then there's also Confliction Gauntlets during the week, tank testing and stuff's gonna be horrible. So yeah, I don't know how important they are. I wouldn't say it's the biggest priority, but it's definitely on everyone's radar, I think. Especially with the Vernic Treads being best in slot for the final as well. Yeah, that's why I thought with the removal of items, if people are downgrading to Blue Moon, assuming that people go Blue Moon and Conflictions over anything like Ancestral and Virtus, that's why I think the stock does jump quite a bit. No, I could see that. What about Vernic Treads? Because they're actually even rarer. So you can either get 5 Treads, you should get 5 Conflictions. That's a lot of doom, yeah. That's a lot of... Yeah, hard to say. This is why I like it. There's a lot of options for this All-Star. There's tons of PVM that's quite good. There's obviously even more PvP incentives than ever with the blood money and the missions and all that. It's hard to say like what exactly you'll want. But again, it's like when the brawlers were made, we had ideas of the gear we were going to turn up with, and if we didn't go dry, good Christ, we would have turned up with the most disgusting gear. Yeah, what could have been, what could have been. But this time around, it might happen again. It might happen again, but there's so many things. It's just more delegating your time. Everyone has to be on at the same time. You know, there's no getting up at 7 a.m. and grinding something. Everyone's on at the same time. Everyone has to get the same rough items because every team is going to be considering everything. And it's so many places that you can just die and lose some important stuff, you know, like PKing. It's gonna be an interesting one. There's gonna be a lot of people that just die with some good gear in one of these locations. 100%. Many times. Right, I'm going to jump off. I have to leave in a moment. Apologies, I need to leave. I don't know if you're going to pull anyone else in the call, but yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm just quickly reading your draft. Last thing I'll say, does Oda have a strong pick on the turn? People say he's in the bin because he has 6th pick. I think his 6th pick is one of the strongest places to be on this one. I feel like it's hard. I think 6 is good because it's because yeah, because you get like if you run the whole draft, you can see how many first rounders are there on PvP skill. Obviously, it goes down a bit, but I think there's like 7, and that means if you are 6th, you should guarantee to. Right. Anyways, I'm gonna jump off before I'm late. So enjoy. See you later. Right, fellas, I need to leave. I am off to a nice, handsome meal with some content creators, and skill specs has dropped out. Jess has dropped out. Rick on Dow has dropped out, and I'm very annoyed because I had to do a pre-order for everything. So it is what it is. I will see everybody. Tomorrow. Am I live tomorrow? Yes, I'm live tomorrow. I'll be back. I'll be doing some more NH fightings. Just me and Reese. It's literally gonna be me, Reese, and solo mission and Jesse. And I was like, oh, so it's fine. But it's right, fellas. I'll see you later.